Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, for a while now, I had been sharing content about Spring AI and how an amazing framework it is, and how you no longer need to learn Python for you to integrate AI into your application. Of course, if you wanna like go fully on AI, Python is a good fit. But if you're a Java developer, you want to build AI applications, you want to have like AI integrations in your application. Then Spring AI is here to help you do that. And there is another framework called Embabble that is being built by Rod Johnson, the one who built the Spring framework, that also like helps you do agentic integrations in your application. So this is the best place to go get yourself started with all these things related to Spring AI, and it's very simple. So under spring.io, under projects, there's a project called Spring AI that helps you sort of like integrate AI into your application. So I'll just like put myself a bit smaller like that. Yep, that's fine. And yeah, so there's Spring AI, and then there's the reference documentation. So these are the current versions that have been released. So unless you want to try something that is new, you could go for the 2.0.0, these snapshots, or yeah, the pre, and you could go test them out and give them feedback, contribute and whatnot. But if you want something that is mature, so there's the current one. So I'll just go to the reference doc here, and yeah, so this is where you get the reference documentation, where you could read about what Spring AI is doing. So what it does, it aims to streamline the development of applications that incorporate artificial intelligence functionality without unnecessarily having a lot of complexity. So there's a bunch of things that it could do, and I want to go back to start exploring it in depth. Build a ton of cool things, could be very basic things, but ideally learn as I show you how I learned, and also get to understand how the various capabilities. And now it supports a bunch of models. So there are a bunch of models that it supports. So there is Grok with the Q, there is Hugging Face, Mistral, there's Minimax, Moonshot, Nvidia, Ollama, Perplexity, OpenAI, SDK. Okay, there's that. There's a Kian Fan. There's Zipu. Yeah, so a bunch of very amazing models. So there are models from Azure Foundry. So because I'm an MLSA, so I guess and it's easy for me to get this model. So I'll just like pivot to using the Azure AI Foundry. So this is where I'll be getting the models to play around with. And if you're not familiar with Azure AI Foundry, ideally it's just like a marketplace for all these models that have been are specific to a thing. So you could go to ai.azure.com, and then /explore/models, and then this is where you get like the marketplace of all the models that you could play around with in the AI ecosystem. So for this case, there's a bunch you could filter out based on the industry, capabilities. Do you want agentic supported, fine-tuning, reasoning, streaming, tool calling, deployment options? Yeah, there are a lot of ways you could filter these things. Okay, I see an amazing one, 3D generation, so I'm curious to see which one that is. Yeah, but ideally that's the whole concept. So okay, there's a trailer from Nvidia, and I guess I could try it out, but I'm using the students version. So yeah, if you have access to like Foundry, so this is where you get like all these models to play around with, get the models, interact with them with Spring AI. Yeah, I guess I can use the model. So yeah, and you can see the supported languages are all these. There are a couple of things I could do with them. Yeah, so the last training data is not there. So the other amazing model that I want to try out, which is like what Dashan is an advocate for. So all these models are sort of like quote unquote corporate models, where there are people who have access to it. But now there are models that there are scenarios where you'd want to build like infra specific integration. So you have your company, you want your models to only be dealing with your data, nothing else. So there's like Ollama. So Ollama.com has a bunch of models as well, and you can have Ollama running locally, and you could use it to do a couple of things as well. So we'll also try out Ollama, see how we could play around with Ollama, do a couple of things with it, and get to see how we could fine tune, or we could work with Ollama to meet our specific needs, then deploy, say for example, Ollama in the cloud somewhere, and then use it for your specific company. So yeah, that's it. I guess next time I'll see you. I'll be starting the series explaining Spring AI. We'll be learning together and then see where the journey leads us to. So that's it from me. Thank you for watching. Till this time, have a lovely night. Oh, or it could be afternoon or morning. Depends on where you're watching from. Bye bye. Adios.